Hi guys, it's Rach. So today I have a review for you, and a little while back I did a review on the PMD, the personal microderm, and in the comments I got a lot of questions asking for a review on my Clarisonic. So that is what I'm going to do today. Now I've had my Clarisonic for almost 4 years now. That's about as long as it's been available in Australia. I got mine at Beauty Expo just before it was released here in Australia, and I have the Clarisonic Pro. So that's the one I'm kind of going to be talking about, but I do know about the Clarisonic Mia and the Clarisonic Plus. There's also the Clarisonic Mia 2, which has just recently been released, and the Clarisonic Aria. So I'll try and specify when I'm talking about this one specifically and when I'm talking about the ones in general. Like I said, because I've had it for so long, I don't have a box or all of the products that came with it, but I can give you a general idea and just tell you what I think about it. What I think about it in relation to the PMD and my overall thoughts about who would use this. So that's what I'm going to do today. I'm going to try not to ramble, so I'm going to start by trying to basically explain what the Clarisonic is for those of you who don't know. It's basically a sonic powered brush that you use to cleanse your skin. So I generally remove my makeup, and then what I'll do is I'll apply the cleanser, either a gel cleanser or a cream cleanser, to the brush head. You can either apply it to the skin or directly to the brush head. Then you turn it on, which I'm going to do quickly, and then you buff it into your skin, and this will remove the dead skin cells, it will remove any makeup, dirt and oil, and give you a really deep clean, and also a light exfoliation as well. So generally the way these work is you do 20 seconds on your forehead, 20 seconds in your T-zone, and 10 seconds on each cheek. The Clarisonic Pro and the Clarisonic Plus can be programmed so it does a 2-minute cycle as opposed to a 1-minute cycle, but I've never bothered with that. I personally like to go through a 2-minute treatment, so I will just, instead of programming it, I just start it again. I do it once, when it stops I start it again, and make sure that I go down my neck as well and along my jawline, because that is where I do get a lot of acne. Hormonal acne generally is in this area, so it's definitely worth doing that. The Clarisonic Pro, Plus, Aria and Mia 2 all have a tea timer, which is, you heard that beeping there. So basically what it does is it will beep when it starts, it will beep after 20 seconds so you know to move to the T-zone, it will beep after another 20 seconds so you know to move to your cheek, and then it will beep after 10 seconds so you know to move into the next cheek, and then it will turn off. I believe the Mia may not have that. It may either just run for the 1 minute or it may just turn on. Don't quote me on that because I haven't actually used a Mia before, but I don't think it has the tea timer. But I don't think you need it. The Mia is the one that's currently readily available in Australia. It's available at Maya for, I think it's $139 at the moment, and the Mia 2 has just come on the market. So the difference between the Mia 1 and the Mia 2 is that the Mia 2 I think comes in a few different colors. It also has 2 speed settings, whereas the original Mia only has 1. And I believe that it also has the tea timer, which is that beeping, whereas I don't think that the Mia does. So that's the main difference between the Mia 1 and the Mia 2. I think the Mia 2 is currently just been released on the Clarisonic Australia website for $179. And if I had to recommend one to you guys, that would be the one that I would recommend. While I have the Pro here, I got this because that was what was available at Beauty Expo. I don't think you need to get this particular one for it to still work. I also don't necessarily think you need the Mia 2. If you don't have the money and you want to save a little bit, I think the Mia 1 will work perfectly fine for you. Some of the differences between the Pro and the Plus and say the Mia is that mine has 4 speed settings. So I usually just have it on the highest. Again, I don't think that that will make much of a difference. And like I said, it does have that tea timer and the Mia doesn't. Mine also came with this docking station here, so this is how I charge it. You just sit it in here, it plugs into the power. This sits in my bathroom, and that's how the Clarisonic charges. However, the Mia and the Mia 2 both have like a little I guess power pack that just magnetically sits on the top of that, and that's how that charges. I find that my charge lasts for a few days. I generally keep this in the shower. It probably lasts even 5 days to a week. and then I just put it back in the dock, charge it overnight, and it's ready to go again for a while. It is completely waterproof. It can be submerged in water, although I remember when I bought it, the guy said I wouldn't leave it in your bath for a few hours because water may get into it. But you can most definitely use it in the shower. That's how I use it. It can get completely wet and it's totally fine. With it, you also get a body brush, which is a larger brush. So if you do have body acne, whether it be on your chest or on your back, there is a body head that can be used, and I think that's really great because it does really help clear the skin when you have that kind of acne, and that often gets forgotten. So you can put a acne fighting cleanser on the body brush and use it on your back. You may need to get someone to help you, but I definitely think that that made a difference on any pimples that I have on my chest and any acne that I experienced on my back, particularly when I was a little bit younger. With this one, I also got a sensitive head, and I got 3 samples of the Clarisonic cleansers. You do not need to use a Clarisonic cleanser with this. That's what I think is great about it. You can use whatever cleanser you are currently using with this one. I don't recommend using ones that have little like buffing beads or little exfoliation beads in it, because that can be a little bit abrasive on your skin and they can get caught in like the brush head. But any cream or gel cleanser, I'm currently using my Michael Todd charcoal cleanser, works fine with this. So you don't have to go out and buy new skincare. You can just use what you're using. Like I mentioned before, it does give a light exfoliation. When you first start using this, it can make your skin break out a little bit extra. You go through this kind of purging phase where your skin has to get used to this extra exfoliation, this extra deep clean, and it will bring some of your blemishes to the surface. But I wouldn't be too scared about that. It doesn't happen to everybody, and you get through it. So if you do start using this product and you find that it makes your skin worse to begin with, persevere, because once you get past that, you'll find that your skin will absolutely love this. It will be softer, have a nicer texture, it'll be cleaner. You can use this morning and night. I tend to only use it at night time, and I think when you're first starting, I would only use this. I wouldn't use an exfoliant for a little while. But once you've been using it for a while, I still use a gentle exfoliant, or I use an even harsher one maybe a couple of times a week, and this just helps, I guess, back up that exfoliation. The brush heads will last you for a few months. I think they're supposed to last for 3 months. I tend to go a little bit longer, but it's really up to you. To remove the brush head, it's simply a matter of twisting, which I haven't actually done this for a little while, but it basically pops off like that. So this is what you replace. They have different types. They have a sensitive one, a delicate one, a normal one. They have the body one that I mentioned. They have a deep pore cleansing one, and I think maybe like an exfoliating one. So there are quite a few that are available. You can buy them from Maya, you can buy them from online stores, you can buy them from the Clarisonic Australia website in Australia, or there's a Clarisonic US website that you can buy them from if you're in the States. There might even be a UK website as well for those of you in the UK. They tend to be around the $25 to $35 mark depending on where you buy them from. So they aren't super cheap, but they're not too bad. When I first bought the replacement heads in Maya, they were around $50. So they have come down in price, which I think is great. Overall, I think this is a great product. If you have problems with your skin, if you have acne prone skin, if skincare is just really, really important to you and you want to invest in good skin, then I do think that this item is worth it. Like I said, it can be on the expensive side. You're looking at anywhere between $135 to even up to $200. I think when I first got mine, I paid $220 for this, which was around comparable with the American price. I think the plus was $199 at the time. So I did make an investment in this, but it has lasted me almost 4 years now, and I continue to use it every single day. So I think that it's worth it. Now, one thing I wanted to mention, because I got a lot of questions about whether to buy the Clarisonic or the PMD and which one was better, things like that. They are completely different products. They have different purposes. So I don't think necessarily one is better than the other. In my opinion, if I had to say which one do you buy or which one do you buy first, I would say buy the Clarisonic first. Use that, get your skin used to it, get your skin really clean, get this as part of your regular routine. And once your skin has gotten used to this, and once you've reaped the benefits of this particular product, that's when I'd say bring in the PMD. This is like an extra treatment. This is something that you use once a week as an extra exfoliant, as a way to, I guess, help repair and renew the skin surface and help to try and get rid of acne scars and hyperpigmentation and things like that. So use this one, use this first, and then I would use this. That would be my general opinion. I'm not an expert, I'm not a dermatologist, but that's just based on my experience what I would suggest for you guys. So that is it. That is my review of the Clarisonic. I hope it was useful for you. I know this has basically been a talking head video, but hopefully for those of you who've had questions about the Clarisonic, that has answered them for you. I will put links in the bottom bar below just to the various websites relating to the Clarisonic so you guys can get a better idea of price and what to buy and more information about how this product works. There are variations between what's available in Australia and what's available in the States. I know that the Clarisonic Aria is available in the States, and that one actually has a USB charger, which I think is really, really cool. So hopefully that will be available in Australia sometime soon. If I was in the States and I didn't have a Clarisonic, I'd probably recommend buying that one. So for those of you in the US, that's my recommendation for you guys. But in Australia, I do recommend probably getting either the Mia or the Mia 2. I don't think you necessarily need to spend the money for the Plus or the Pro, but I do think that the product is worth it overall. So if you have any further questions about the Clarisonic, please let me know in the comments below. I probably have missed something because I was just talking, so if I didn't cover anything, ask me and I'll get back to you. And other than that, I'm gonna go. I hope you guys have enjoyed this video, and I'll see you all next time. Bye!